What's up, everybody, and welcome to Hammer Down Motorsports. Today is a little bit of a bittersweet day. Today we are trading in the 2015 Dodge Durango RT. Now, being that this is the last time we're going to film with this car, I wanted to talk about a couple little things that maybe I didn't mention in previous videos. I know I made the 5 things I hate about my Dodge Durango RT, and some people thought, some of the things were ridiculous and whatever, but I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's all good. I had to find 5 things that I maybe didn't like about it. So there is a couple little things that I wanted to add to that list, and here they are. Okay, the first thing that I wanted to add to the list are these taillights. Now, these taillights look really nice. They have the nice LED strip that kind of goes along the entire tailgate and all that kind of stuff. They have these sharp little points that stick out, and when you're loading stuff and going in and out, if you brush against these, which you probably don't think you're going to do, but you will end up doing, they cut into you pretty good. So that is one thing that I would have to mention to people, is to watch out for those sharp corners. Now, speaking of sharp corners, when you're loading your kids in and out of the back seat, you're going to open up the door. Now we've got this sharp edge right here. Now, kid height is about this height, and sometimes they're not paying attention, and you're always having to watch so that they don't run into that. So for those of you who are wondering, we are trading in the 2015 Durango RT on a 2017 GMC Yukon Denali XL. And the reason that we finally decided to make the decision to get the Yukon is, well, obviously we needed the space, and it'd be just nicer to have the space. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the transmission in this car. Now, this car has an 8-speed automatic. It's got the rotary dial shift knob and all that kind of stuff, which actually, if you're wondering about, I've never ever had an issue with it, and it actually is pretty easy to get used to. With this car, when you go down hills, it has engine braking, and it actually has a bit of a pronounced downshift. So with my wife and my kids, I'm lucky enough that they all get car sick, and that pronounced downshift on a hill, it doesn't work out well for them. So makes them all feel sick, and the Denali, I don't feel that nearly as much. So hopefully that's going to help with our car sickness issues. But if that is something that is a problem for you, it might be something you want to consider on a test drive to make sure that isn't something that's going to be a concern for you for the future. Well, that's enough complaining about this car, because there is a lot of good features to talk about, and let's do that right now. Okay, first of all, the infotainment system. When you first start up the car, a little menu will pop up for your heated and cooled seats. If you want to turn those on while you're waiting for the car to warm up, before everything loads up, it gives you the opportunity to do that, which is really nice. It also has the voice activation, where you push this and you can actually set your driver's and passenger's temperature with your voice. Let's do that right now. Set driver's temperature to 72 degrees.
Setting the driver temperature to 72 degrees.
And for a car under $50,000 that does that, that is pretty impressive. Also, there's many other options that are in this infotainment system, and I'm not going to go through all of them because this isn't exactly a car review or anything like that. I'm just kind of showing a few little things about this car that I really liked. It has the auto-dimming mirror. It has the headrest fold, so if you have your third row up and the headrests are in your way and you can't see out the back window, you just go in here, push this button, and it actually electronically releases them and they lower, so then you can see out your back window. Right now I have them lowered. We've got the heated wheel, the vented seat, the heated seat, all that kind of stuff. It's got heated middle row seats, all that kind of thing. And it's got navigation. The backup camera on this thing is absolutely amazing. And the little lines turn with the wheel. It also has a cross traffic alert, so if you're backing out of a parking space and a car is coming, it'll alert you of that. Blind spot detection is definitely a must. It has radar cruise control. All those things have been a real joy to have in this car, and if I were to buy another one, I would definitely option it exactly the same way, except for, like I said before, I would get the buckets in the middle. So that was just a few things I wanted to mention about this car. Honestly, if you're thinking about buying this car and it's big enough for you, make sure it's big enough first, because that was my biggest mistake with this and the reason that I'm trading it in right now. But if it's a big enough car for you, I would buy one of these every day of the week. They're absolutely an amazing value for the money and an amazing car overall. All right, since it is our last day with the Durango, I figured we'd do a little mail time segment, so let's open up some packages. And honestly, thank you to everybody who sent stuff, because I don't get a whole lot of mail, so when I do, it's a really big deal. But the first thing we got here, I already opened this, so it's going to be pretty easy to do with one hand, is we got a hoodie from Cold Air Inductions. Thank you very much to Cold Air Inductions for all their support. They've been an absolute great company to deal with. So if you're ever looking for a cold air intake for your vehicle, definitely check them out, coldairinductions.com. I'll have their website link in the description, and go check out and see if they have one for your vehicle. All right, our second package here, I already ripped it open because I had to hold the camera with my other hand, but either way, we have something in a Harley-Davidson bag. Very excited about that. I do not have a Harley-Davidson, unfortunately, but I am a motorcycle enthusiast, and I do have a motorcycle. It is, in fact, a Yamaha, but it is definitely the Harley style. And we have a very nice Harley-Davidson t-shirt. And a couple more things in here, too. We have a cup holder from Brandt's Harley-Davidson. Very cool. And it looks like there's something else in here, too. Looks to be a poker chip. This is from the same dealership. It's from Brandt's Harley-Davidson. This is their 68th anniversary, 1949 to 2017. Very cool. All right, looks like we have a note in here as well. Steve, thanks for all the great videos. Keep up the good work and keep them coming. Met you at Camaro Fest in Kentucky. Awesome event. Did not need a t-shirt, but bought one anyway. Sending you a t-shirt from my local Harley shop. Enjoy. Thanks for all your videos, Brent. Black2SS is his Instagram right there, and I'll have it in the description. Thank you to everybody who sent stuff for mail time. Just so everybody knows, I do have a P.O. box. It is in the description of every one of my videos, so if you want to send something for mail time and get a shout out on the channel, definitely feel free to do so. All right, everybody, the time has come. We are headed out for our last drive in the Durango over to the dealership, and we're going to be trading it in. We already have our first mod right here for the new Denali, so let's go get this done. All right, everybody, we are here at Penske GMC. This is the final bit of road for the Durango and the channel. It's time to say goodbye and say hello to the next chapter right there. All right, we got all our stuff that remains of our personal effects from the Durango. It's time to go do some paperwork. All right, everybody, paperwork is done. They definitely took care of me here at Penske Buick GMC. Here it is, everybody. The 2017 Denali XL. They put these wheels on for me because I definitely had to have the black wheels just to make this white really pop. And we're going to be doing a full in-depth review, and well, I guess not really review, but we're going to be going through this entire vehicle and showing you all the fun features and things like that. And now we have a blank canvas for a new build. So drop in the comment section, what's the first thing that we should do to this car? Because my mind has already been going for the last few days. What are we going to do to this car? It's going to be awesome. So we're kind of running out of daylight right now, so we're going to pick this up tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. We got the Denali in the garage. It did fit just barely front and rear, so at least we can keep it out of the weather. We still don't have our taillights back for the Camaro, and we're down to crunch time for the call out since we are leaving early tomorrow morning to go to that. So what we're gonna do is take the Denali out. We're gonna load up all the drinks and the tent and all that kind of stuff. Since Westy has a flu and isn't gonna be able to drive my truck over, we're gonna take all this over to Speed Demon 717's house, and they're gonna bring all that for us tomorrow. So we're gonna take a little drive in the Denali, give you guys a quick little glimpse of it, and it's gonna be a great day. right, here it is out in the sunlight for the first time. You can really see that pearl paint. It really looks awesome on this vehicle. I'm super happy with the spec that we picked out for it, and I was glad that they were able to locate one for us. And they actually couldn't find one with the black wheels, so they actually brought those in brand new for us and put them on, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load up all the stuff in the Denali, and we're gonna kind of talk as we go here today, because we got a lot to do because the call out is tomorrow. All right, I got my workout for the day. Another thing that I do to all my vehicles when I first get them home is this right here, and I've pretty much done it all already. Just the little S's left from the dealership decal that they put on all the vehicles, and pretty much when you just get them home, take your nail and they pop right off. Don't wait for the sun to bake them on, because then they don't come off nearly as easily. Okay, we are all loaded up. Everything fit really nicely in the new Denali. Definitely glad I got the XL. So let's get on our way and go get those taillights. So I know we talk a lot about drivers and things like that on the channel, and this is a prime example of somebody just camped out in the passing lane in a huge tanker truck, and I basically just slowed down because I didn't want this guy weaving into the side of me, because that's pretty much what he was doing. He was almost crossing the center line. Not really that impressed. I mean, if you're in a big truck and you're going slow, just pull over to the right-hand lane and allow people to pass in the left-hand lane. All right, so a little story about the taillights. We were gonna do it in 2 stages. So with Westy being sick, he was unable to do the second stage, which is all right. I mean, if you're sick, you're sick. You can't be working on taillights and stuff like that. So what we're gonna be doing is taking them out again at a later date, and we're gonna be doing the second stage on them. But the first stage actually looks pretty awesome. I've seen pictures already. And so we're gonna be putting those in, revealing those at the call out. So you're not gonna be able to see them today, but it will be on the next video, the call out video, so you can see them if you're gonna be there tomorrow. All right, right in the nick of time, the Hammerdown Motorsports decals are in. These are very similar to the one I have on my window on my Camaro. So we will be having these for sale at the call out for $5 a piece. So of course, as we pulled in here, Andy took off, so we can't even bother him. He knew that the abuse was coming. I'm pretty sure that's why he left, but either way, we have Max here to abuse. What's going on, Max?
I'm here alone.
This thing looks pretty crazy in the sun, though.
It does, I actually kind of like it.
It almost goes to like a full copper.
Yeah, in some spots.
Yeah.
We just had people up here like 30 minutes ago from Canada.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're coming from
Cool. All right, so Max is holding down the fort at DFR. He's just finishing up the wiring on Mike's C5 to get the nitrous and all that stuff up and running for the call out. So fingers crossed that one's gonna be ready to go. It doesn't look like Andy's car is gonna fare as well. It's still apart, so yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. But either way, it's gonna be an awesome time. We're all gonna be there. Maybe not all our cars are gonna be there or ready to run, but my Camaro will be ready to run, at least on the street tune, and we're gonna send it down the racetrack, and we're gonna have a great time doing that. All right, got all that taken care of. Let's go drop this stuff off so we can get back home and wash the Camaro and get ready for tomorrow. And here we are at the dwelling of the speed demon himself. Now he is not the only one with a GMC. All right, we got everything dropped off at Corey's. They're gonna bring everything over for the call out tomorrow, and we're all set with that. So if you're gonna be there tomorrow, we will see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed the upload, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and keep that hammer down.